There's no way this smaller engine makes more horsepower. No!
The axle's already bent. If this drops a valve, this 230 bucks is down the toilet.
The champion.
Today's video is sponsored by Brunt Workwear. We just bought the cheapest 15 horsepower engine on Temu for $230 delivered. And today we're gonna be putting it on a $100 go-kart to build a low budget, high-speed backyard ripper.
Dude, if that thing makes 15 horsepower, monkeys will fly out of my butt.
All right, but if it does make 15 horsepower and we can make a couple more performance tweaks to it, we could have a seriously fast backyard go-kart for well under $1,000. So let's get started.
All right.
We only got a little bit of box damage with this one. Bet you that's where the crankshaft is. Ta-da!
It's a box.
Ta-da!
It's foam in a bag. Oh my goodness, it's beautiful.
There's
It's
your power
beautiful.
plant.
I love it.
It's huge.
It's Go Fast Red.
And it actually looks in good shape.
Well, that's good.
This actually might be a good buy.
It's a red engine cover, white tank, black covers.
Yeah.
Cool.
I got a good feeling about this one.
Dude, it actually looks pretty decent.
Uh-huh.
Looks can be deceiving though.
Get you your top hat now. Crankshaft looks weird.
Oh no.
Just mirrors are kind of stubby.
I mean, yeah, it's a little stubby.
But can still get the job done.
Hopefully the end of the crankshaft is threaded.
So we're looking for a 1-inch crankshaft. If it's not, this just got a whole lot harder. Yep, 0.995. But the stubbiness is still a little concerning, and like you said, hopefully that's threaded. This is either the 340 or the 390. I don't think it said on Temu, it just said 15 horsepower. But it's gotta be the 390.
You got it. Man, I do believe this is the best looking engine we've ever got.
Yeah. Yeah, this is nice. Of course, we don't know what size it is.
Why is that thing kind of rocking on the table?
You know, that's a good question. Our table's flat. Let's move it. Dude.
Is there any damage on the bottom? You know, that's a good question. It could have been dropped.
Yeah, it would have to be dropped so hard in order for the bottom of the engine to be bent. That would be catastrophic.
That will straighten it out when we bolt it up.
I like your thinking. All right. So we're looking this thing over for damage and defects. It's really not too bad. Couple concerning bits. Our air filter cover is cracked and broken up here. And if you look closely, either the casting on our valve cover is wrong or it's just twisted and was installed wrong. So I'm gonna try to see if I can straighten it out. Something else, our carburetor actually says Japan, standard of Japan. So that's either a good knockoff or it's really Japanese, which, I don't know, it's probably a good knockoff. Oh yeah, that valve cover was just on wrong.
Really?
Yeah, it like went right into place.
Oh, it does look a lot better.
Yeah. Looks like it's already been bolted up to something. Either that or it was dropped really hard at some point. And we just have no idea what engine size it is. All we have is 15.0 HP.
Maybe that's the brand.
Yeah.
Got the spark plug out and look inside of this hole here.
Dude, the top of that piston,
It looks like, how do you explain it? It's rough.
it looks like alligator skin.
It looks, yeah, like lizard skin or frog skin or something. It's like really rough.
It's about the roughest piston top I've ever seen in my life.
I've never seen a piston that rough before. So we are checking the CCs on this engine. So we've already installed, how many CCs? 140 CCs. On top of the 250 CCs here, that'll be 390. So according to the owner's manual, this is either a 340 or a 390. We're about to find out. Whether it's a 390 or not, it doesn't make 15 horsepower, because a Predator 420 makes 13 horsepower. There's no way this smaller engine makes more horsepower.
Man, don't you worry. This thing's gonna be a little rocket ship.
There's no way this is gonna be a rocket ship with all of this weight and no horsepower.
Did any fluid come out?
I'm not done yet. See?
Oh, crap. Yep, so we have the spark plug out, and we have our oil line going right down into the...
Yeah, you better keep an eye, man. I'm getting close to the end.
At this point, man, I think it's 390.
Dude, you might be right. There we go. That's it.
So it's a 390? Dude, it might be bigger.
No, it's right there at the top. And what we're probably having now is it's filling up the exhaust and the intake.
Ah, so we need to get it out of there.
So this probably is a 390, dude.
Sweet.
I got oil in it, I got gas in it. Let's fire it up here on the ground. Watch it bounce before we go through all the effort to put it on a go-kart and find out that it doesn't work.
Sounds good.
Fuel's on, choke's on. Fire in the hole.
Ooh, it tried. Wow.
Does that count as one bolt?
I think so. I think there might be a loose something.
Yeah.
This thing's got a lot of inertia, kick to it. That was a little scary there for a second. No! We got to find what that rattle is just in case.
Big time.
And the smoke was caused from us checking to see if it was a 390. We had two-stroke oil in the cylinder, so it was burning it off.
Dude, we're gonna have to do something about that RPM.
Yeah, definitely, dude. But don't worry. We're gonna do something.
Alright, well let's check out our go-kart.
Yeah.
Think this go-kart's gonna run?
Absolutely, dude. It's a Honda.
It's been a couple of months, hasn't it?
Oh, man.
What? What's
Oh,
wrong?
gross. Standing in a puddle.
Dude, I haven't even noticed, man. I'm wearing my Brunt boots, and they're sponsoring today's video. These Brunt Marin composite toe boots have been my daily drivers for almost a year now, and I put them through a lot.
Oh, come on, dude.
I'm blown away at the comfort and protection they've offered. Brunt boots are comfortable out of the box since day one, so you don't have to worry about breaking them in. Just like the tires on your go-kart, you need a quality set that fits your needs, and comfort and durability are super important. These boots are EH rated with water-resistant or waterproof construction, with heat-resistant outsoles up to 572 degrees Fahrenheit and an anti-slip design. Best of all, Brunt boots are a great value, and they're so confident in their quality that they'll let you try them on the job. So if you don't love them, you can send them back. There's literally no downside. They're like tires you can send back if they don't fulfill your every need.
Dude, did you buy a Harley or something?
I don't know what happened.
Oh, this is nasty.
I'm chilling, it's all good. Use our code to get $10 off your first purchase today. Try them on the job, and if you don't like them, just send them back.
Dude, where are mine?
Man, you gotta start thinking ahead. Now quit messing around. Let's go get this go-kart running.
What a unit.
I was been sitting here for a little bit.
Yeah, the old Yerth dog with the full suspension.
2-seater. This one has the grill package installed. It's a factory option. We got to air up the tires. It does have probably a 196 or a 212 on there.
212. It's an early 212. Supposed to be Jiangdong.
What do you say we try to get this go-kart running with this engine?
Okay.
Do a lap just to have a point of comparison to show how much faster our definitely 15 horsepower not knocking engine is going to be.
I'm down with that.
All right. You know, this has me thinking. This Yerf dog with full suspension, with a modified 15 horse and a good transmission is kind of like a budget side-by-side. Now, we don't have a side-by-side here we can compare with, but we do have a 1985 Honda Odyssey 2-stroke, and that would be a great comparison by the end of the video. If we can make this thing somewhat compete with a Honda Odyssey, that's gonna be incredible value. But first, let's get this thing running and set a baseline lap time so we know what we need to improve on with the big engine. All right, man, don't let it get away from it now, all right? Yeah, we're not gonna have any problem beating that thing.
Yeah, buddy. Woo! Oh.
Look how slow it is.
Oh, this thing's a ripper.
You ready?
I'm not steering on this thing.
How bad is it?
Oh, it's so rusty.
It's a good workout. You ready?
Yeah.
On your mark, get set, go.
Oh yeah. Let's see if I can make the whole thing without hitting the brakes.
He's moving out pretty good.
This is a fantastic go-kart. Oh, your dogs are just the best two-seater go-karts. But as you can see, they just kind of lack power. Bunny! No, squirrel. Squirrel!
And as he's driving away, you can see just how bent either the wheel is or the axle is. On that left side, it's just wobbling.
This thing was an awesome buy. $100. And it's just great. Oh!
And across the line.
This thing is awesome. I keep forgetting about Yerf dogs and how awesome they are. They are just a fantastic two-seater go-kart that you can still pick up at an affordable price.
Exactly, man. They're still cheap, and we paid like $100 for this thing.
Yeah.
And a trailer. It's either 100 or 200 with the trailer. I mean,
Right. Might as well say 100.
right.
Yeah, this thing's great.
I mean, it does look like it's begging for more horsepower, man.
That was one of my complaints while taking it around the track on how much they lack in power.
All right. Well, we got your time.
Yeah?
Let's see what we need to beat.
Sounds good.
What do you say, man? You think the 390 is gonna fit up here?
Nope. I think it's not going to work out for you. I think, what?
What's with the attitude, man?
That's no attitude. It's just a massive engine. It's going to be, okay, here's what's going to happen. If you get it to fit up here, we're going to have to cut some of the frame to fit it up here.
Yeah.
So that's cutting the frame. Another thing, the thing is so heavy, I think you're going to bend an axle. Going over bumps and stuff.
Joke's on you. Axle's already bent.
So maybe
Checkmate.
it'll straighten it.
Yeah, straighten it out.
I don't think it's going to fit like real nice. And I still have my doubts on it performing much better than this one.
All right.
That's just my thoughts, man. Oh yeah.
All right, let me show you some real horsepower.
Hold on, let me move this. I gotta move this.
This has got to be at least 80 pounds.
Okay, just
80?
No, maybe 65 and a half.
So you're not struggling at all. Struggling over there.
Yeah. 69 pounds.
Nice.
It's heavy.
Like a square peg in a round hole.
Yeah.
Watch your fingers.
Thank you.
Oh my God.
Come on.
Oh,
yeah.
Y'all,
boys.
hold on, guys. Y'all are celebrating.
Uh-huh.
No. Remember.
Dude, look at that thing.
Hold on now. Remember, the suspension compresses on this.
Yeah.
Yeah. Even though I got a shock that's stuck here, but.
Ooh. It's gonna clear.
That's totally fine.
Yeah.
Is it now?
Man, you're dinging up our pristine fuel tank, man. There we go. Yeah. Let's go.
I don't know, dude. Are we gonna do modifications to this engine?
Yeah. So we're gonna work this thing a little bit.
That should work. We remove the exhaust and the intake. Should be able to move the engine back and get enough room in front of it for the compression of the fuel tank. It doesn't fit that great.
It fits, but it does fit.
But it does fit. So these frames suffer from cracking on the rear engine, on this rear part of the frame. Look at that crack right there. So this frame is in pretty bad shape. We got another crack like right there. You see it? Right there. Right at my fingernail. Oh, yeah. John doesn't know anything about it. We are about to double, if not more, the weight on the back of this swing arm. All right, so we're gonna have to cut this engine plate. We're gonna have to move it over some.
Okay.
So we can have room for this engine. We're gonna have to remove the exhaust and intake so we can move it back further.
Sweet.
And then hopefully with the torque converter, we can like line up with our sprocket on the axle.
I like it, man. Low budget.
Yep.
Let's go.
Maybe fix the frame.
What?
Nothing.
I guess I don't.
Nothing. This thing has no RPM at all. We're gonna fix that by removing the governor on this thing. That's gonna, ooh. I mean, it still looks good, but I got some big chunks out of it there. I mean, anyhow, so we're gonna remove the governor. That's gonna increase the RPM. Next thing we're gonna have to do is we're gonna have to increase airflow. So we're gonna be modifying our air box to let more air in, and we're gonna be modifying our exhaust. We're gonna be building our own header, and that's gonna free up a lot of the horsepower with this thing by increasing air flow in and out.
We're gonna be looking at some serious power, some serious torque.
So after all of that, maybe I can see 15 horsepower. Maybe.
Hey, man, it says it on the sticker. It's got to be true.
About like that shifter cart we just built. Said it was a 250cc engine, and it wasn't.
Yeah.
So we're going to be getting a good look of the internals of this engine by removing the side cover. It's corrosion.
It's not good.
That's Loctite. We got some metal coming out with it too.
Dang it.
Some threads came out. Okay. Now I'm trying to be very careful with removing this cover. The gasket. I don't want to tear the gasket. I hope I don't tear the gasket. Governor. Just splashed myself.
Dude, the main bearings of this thing are huge compared to a
Like a 212.
Yeah, and it's got a balance shaft in it.
We're gonna leave that in.
Are you sure?
Oh my goodness.
There's more going in there than I thought. So that looks like the balance shaft, and that's to basically just reduced vibration when you have a 390cc single cylinder. There's your camshaft and the big old crankshaft.
I bet you that balance shaft is going to be a couple pounds.
It's worth it.
To take it out?
No.
Come on, dude. We're trying to lighten it up, right? I mean, that's nothing. It's not going to affect it running at all. What? What?
You know, we don't gravitate towards these big block engines, as we call them, because they're so big and so heavy and so loud. I would love to try to make a lightweight big block one day.
Really?
Wouldn't that be cool? You just shave everything down?
It would be cool. When do you want to get started?
No, I don't know.
Seems like this one's a great one to start with.
You know, maybe episode 2. Building this thing.
So 2. Alright, so this is a little button that I've just taken out. There's going to be a nice little snap ring down in there that I need to basically destroy so I can pull the gear out. So right at the tip of that screwdriver, right there is the little spring clip. And I got to get that out next. All I'm doing is absolutely destroying the clip. And it should pop out. Should. There it is. Clip got destroyed. I was able to take it out. Now, you also don't want to forget these washers. If you leave this washer behind and it comes off, it can get stuck between the gears for the camshaft, crankshaft, balance shaft, and it can cause some damage. So if the balance shaft is staying in and we got no performance camshaft, are we done here?
Yeah, let's get this thing thrown back together and work on our other mods.
All right. Now, one thing you do have to remember when you put this back together, you have no governor to return this back to idle. So you will have to make a return spring. So this is wide open. So if you crank it up right now with that side cover on, it's going to go wide open. You got to have a return spring to pull it that direction to idle.
Really? Let's see it?
Yep, that's wide open.
That is wide open.
Yeah. All right, next thing we got to work on is better exhaust flow. So let's look next door and see if we can find anything that we can use rather than building a flange. Flange takes some time. We might have a pipe next door.
Oh man, we got to go to the small shop.
Yeah.
Does this mean we finally get to address our hoarding situation?
It's not hoarding when you use it.
I remember this place. Felt like yesterday.
It's been a while since we've been in here. It still feels like home.
It's still quite moldy. All right, we got to look upstairs.
Okay.
I'm not seeing this header.
We do have a problem here. We do have a lot of stuff, and with all this weight, especially upstairs, it's not going to be good. We've got to get rid of some of these things so we can repair our building.
Yeah, you got like cracks in the
foundation
walls.
and stuff.
Yeah, and
this
right
part of
through
the floor is about 1/4 of a foot lower than where John is standing right now. Prime example, we've got just tons and tons of tires, you know, stuff like this. I feel like we can get rid of it.
Looks like trophy right there.
I don't think it's a trophy.
Surprise! Look, man.
Oh, is that the header?
That's a header, and it looks bigger than a small block.
All right, so here's the header, and you know, this steering wheel, that's garbage.
I don't even know where that came from.
Yeah, so this is a good possibility. We got to see if it'll even fit on the go-kart.
That's right.
Yeah.
Oh, and don't forget our 670 muffler.
I mean, that's out here.
Yep.
Oh yeah, this will be a twin inlet, one outlet.
Yeah, maybe we can use it.
We can look into it. All right, back to the shop. It even came with a gasket. Boom. It definitely fits. Look at that.
Sweet.
And it comes out right in the back. It might work just fine. I don't know. We might have to. Are we good with modifying?
Yeah.
We trim it and turn it down because the rack on the back is going to be up here, and with it compressing, this header might hit the roll bar stuff. So we might have to cut it and rotate it. Not a big deal. Since we're freeing up the exhaust with a header, we are gonna have to drill out or replace our jet. If we don't, this thing is not gonna run good at all. It's gonna bog, just run like total garbage. Ah, there's fuel in here. So you're gonna need a very thin flat blade screwdriver that fits up inside of this cavity, and take the jet out. And this is the emulsion tube. You don't need to do anything for the emulsion tube. So we don't keep any jets in stock for these carburetors. So we are going to drill this one out. Now, jets are cheap, but we don't have any here now. So my suggestion is order yourself some jets, or if you want to be like a DIYer like us, get yourself some nice little drill bits. And what I like to do is I like to take a drill bit and I like to pass it through, and I keep going up on sizes until finally it doesn't pass through. And I will go either 1 to 2 sizes bigger on the drill bit than factory. So this one's going to be 1 size up because the second size is just a little big. And I'd rather be able to go back to a larger size later than figuring out, oh, I drilled it out too much, I'm gonna have to go back. Can't normally go back, guys. There we go. A bigger hole. This is gonna allow more fuel to go into the engine when it's needed.
What are you doing over here?
Oh, don't worry about it.
I figured I'd go ahead and install the return spring on this before I even forget. So I'm gonna pick a spot here on this arm right here, and I'm gonna add a hole in the blower cover to attach the spring. Thinking right about there.
Careful not to hit the flywheel when you poke through.
Yeah. There we go. That's nice. Right there. There we go.
Sweet.
So I'm going to put a little dab of silicone in the hole, and I'm going to squeeze it, and it's going to help hold it in place so we don't have to worry about it coming out. So we've got better flowing intake, we got better flowing exhaust. So the next thing up, we're going to be installing our next cheap upgrade, some valve springs. This is going to keep the valves from introducing themselves to the pistons under the high RPM that we're going to be turning this thing. It's cheaper to install these than to buy another engine.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So we've got more flow. The last bang for our buck upgrade is valve springs. A lot of y'all don't know what the valve springs are going to be for. They're going to add more pressure on the return of the valve spring to keep them from floating and introducing themselves to the piston under high RPMs, because we have done all these upgrades. With the more flow, we got more RPM. We need to keep this thing from exploding, basically. Valve springs. You know, we still hadn't found that noise that I'm still wondering, when we're going through all this, what was that noise that we were hearing? And I don't know, man, I just hadn't seen. It's certainly not valve tap. They're not hydraulic, they're solid. What we've got to do here, we need to take these bolts out so we can remove our rockers, and then we're going to be putting air in the cylinders to keep the pistons in place while we knock the valve keeps out and removing the springs. Sometimes it's easier to pull the head off to do the valve springs than on the engine, but I think it'd be kind of cool to do it on the engine. So what I've got here is I've got a cylinder leakage tester here, and I am putting 100 pounds in the cylinder. Well, 92 pounds. And you can feel the blow by from the rings. I'm putting 100 pounds in it. It's gonna be going places.
Oh yeah.
So it's gonna be coming out of the crankcase. Because I've got 100 pounds in it, it keeps me from pressing the valves in.
Oh, that's nice. So it's like holding your valves in place.
It's holding the valves in place. So I am going to press that in. There's the spring right there. So I can squeeze with this hand. Pretty good amount. Would you say that's about half?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Try this one. Yeah, that's a lot stiffer. So we should have no problems with valve float on this engine. We got a problem, dude.
Now we're pulling the head off, aren't we?
No, we're not gonna pull the head off. I'm gonna get this. So I just need to find a good way of doing it.
Alright, that's about what I thought. Got it clamped to the table in 3 places, and
Alright, you need some help holding the table, don't you?
I need some help, just period. Alright, I gotta say, buddy, that was tough.
Yeah, it was a 2-man job.
That was a 2-man job right there.
Wait, I don't know if that style of spring retainer is designed for this heavy duty of a spring.
Of course it wasn't designed for it. Is it gonna hold up? Absolutely.
It's fine. Now you're the confident one. If this drops a valve, this $230 is down the toilet.
I'm not concerned about it dropping the valve.
Okay.
I'm concerned about other things. Okay? Like the dipper. Yeah. I'm worried about the oil dipper. It's pretty thin. It looked very fragile. So we're gonna see what's happening.
All right.
The flywheel, we hadn't even taken the cover off to look at the flywheel.
I'm scared.
That flywheel might have some pretty gnarly casting sand chunks in there, if you know what I'm talking about. Okay, so I can drop this leak down tester back down to 0.
Yeah, we can reassemble it and start fitting it in the go-kart.
Exactly.
all right, we have the engine package back together. I highly recommend, if you're really going to be doing any type of dusty riding, spritz your oil filter with some air filter oil. Now we have it bolted to the factory engine mount. Somehow this bolt pattern fits the small block engine mount. Don't quite know how. We're about to mock it up, but first we need to bolt on our transmission unit, which is going to be a 40 series torque converter from Go Power Sports. So these are good from 8 to 18 horsepower. It should bolt right up to this thing. It's designed for like a 301 420. We're gonna see if it fits the 15 horse, and we upgraded to the genuine Comet belt. I mean, when you're spending this much on a transmission, it's worth just going with the really nice high-end belt option as well, just for longevity and performance. Something curious that we found out was that our 1-inch bore driver doesn't fit very well on this crankshaft. So we mic'd it, and it turns out our crankshaft is not 1 inch like the common big block size, but it's 0.982. So we got a little Cars and Cameras backyard tech tip for you. Go get yourself a soda can, cut it, and we're gonna see if this works. Well, we still have some back and forward movement, but most importantly, we don't have side to side. So we're gonna see how long that lasts. So that's weird. All these have 1-inch crankshafts, except for this one. We're gonna bolt our backing plate on. That looks like it's gonna line up. All right, it's a close fit, but it clears. Now we just need to get the right amount of shims for our driver. We can plop it on the chassis. Wow. So because of our especially stubby crankshaft, we had a really hard time getting our primary and secondary to line up. We had to swap in a reverse wound spring to the secondary, and we had to slot our engine plate to get it all to fit. And this thing is a heavy setup.
So now that y'all have the engine setting in here on top of that engine plate, it's looking pretty good. I had my doubts on it fitting like real nice. It does. So the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna take this chain and we're gonna line up our sprocket and our torque converter. And we're gonna make sure the chain is running on there pretty flawlessly. And has John seen this crack yet?
Oh, dude, I don't.
What?
Oh,
No, what?
I don't think he's seen it.
Nothing. Nothing.
Alright. I don't trust you.
Dude, we're working. Leave us alone. So we're gonna go ahead and line up this chain, and then we're gonna weld up the engine plate. Has anyone noticed that this chain doesn't fit the sprocket?
That could be all right, maybe.
Really?
Not like that, but you know, we just use a different chain and have to put another little sprocket from the torque converter.
Yeah. We're gonna have to find a chain that fits this sprocket because it's not even coming close. So we had to go to our chain, and 40 is what fits that sprocket. I guess it's a Yerf dog thing, I guess. I don't know. So put the chain on, get it cut to the right length, and then we'll work on welding up the engine plate to the frame. And I'm usually the first one to road test everything, so for my own safety, I figured I'd go ahead and weld this frame up. I mean, it would have been funny not doing it, as long as no one got hurt. But
You know
for
what?
safety, yeah.
The other day when we talked about it,
Yeah.
I did something too.
What's that?
Check it out.
Oh, you made a little reinforcement thing. All right, well, that's good thinking, dude. Just to be safe.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's about as good as we're gonna get, I believe. So now that we have the chain set up and looking pretty good, we're gonna tack the engine plate. We're just gonna tack it, we're not gonna do it permanent. And then we're going to take the belt off this torque converter and we're gonna spin it over and listen for the chain riding up in the wrong place. You don't wanna hear any clunking or snapping. You wanna hear a nice smooth when you spin the tire. Got it? Cover. Did I mention that I'm welding up the crack for my own safety?
Yeah.
Okay.
Dude, that was some thin pipe. Or
Yeah.
it looks like it was thin.
A lot of these carts are really, really thin metal. So I'm just welding it up on the top because when I jack it up, I don't want it to spread apart. So it should hold now for testing purposes. We have some, that's the master link rubbing. Sure is. Okay, so I think what I'll do is I'll turn the link around the other way. That'll probably fix all the rubbing. And yeah, the chain's not perfectly lined up, but it's probably good enough. So we got this header here, and it's exactly what I was thinking. Oh, that's cool though.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, right when that.
we're gonna need to trim it right here, and we're gonna have to clock it a few, maybe 20 degrees. All right, dude, what do you think of this?
I
I think it's perfect.
Cleaning out of the way.
Yeah. So all I want to do is just give it a little tack, and then it'll get welded the rest of the way. So that's should be plenty of room right there. You ready?
Hey, man.
Ready?
Yeah.
Good to go.
Awesome. I'll finish it up.
Sweet.
Hey, buddy.
Hey.
Do you think this is gonna keep up with an Odyssey at all?
No.
I'm beginning to have my doubts.
There's no way. I mean, I feel pretty good that the Odyssey is going to be the champion.
We're gonna help support the engine cradle.
Yeah, I don't know if you noticed, but there was a couple of cracks in the engine cradle.
And we figured we'd reinforce it while we're already here.
These Yerf dogs have a problem with their engine cradles cracking, and it wasn't obvious, but when we got down to it, we saw 2 cracks in the swing arm engine cradle. So went ahead and started making things for it to brace it up.
Oh, you can see where this thing got bent pretty good. Goodness gracious.
It's bent.
Yeah.
You want to bend it back?
I mean,
Oh dear.
yeah.
We'll just clamp it.
Covered.
Yep.
What's that look on your face, boy? There,
Covered.
buddy?
Red light. And I'm getting rained on by sparks.
Hold it. Hold it. Okay, we should be fine.
Hold on. I would do other welding until I mean, as long as I'm holding it, right?
Yeah. That knee crack was intense.
That was you, right?
No, that was you.
Was it?
Might have been me.
Who was it?
I thought it was you. I heard.
I don't know.
Looking good, boys.
Dude, it's fitting terribly. I think it was the worst idea ever.
It looks like it belongs.
It does look like it belonged. I mean, it really does.
I think you're gonna be surprised by the time we have to beat.
What do you mean? By the time we have to beat? Like the time that the Odyssey did?
No. So this go-kart with a 212 ran at 111.
Okay.
Not too shabby.
Didn't I run it?
You did.
Was I not supposed to know about the time?
I'd honestly be shocked if we could cut 5 seconds off.
You know, I think it's definitely going to be faster. It's definitely going to be faster. But it's not, there's no way it can even come close to the Odyssey.
Man,
What?
at least give me a head start.
No. Before we take this out for a ride, John, why do I point these things out? I noticed that the shock was stuck, which is going to hurt the performance. The right one is fine, the left one is stuck. So, oh, there we go.
Oh, it's fixed.
No, it's not.
Oh,
No, it's not.
it doesn't work like that?
Yeah. So Lucas found this. It's a used shock. It's a little bit different length, but I mean,
Budget
it's a
build.
Budget build. So we'll throw that on there, and maybe it'll ride a lot better because it was rough last time.
It's a little taller, but it's fine, right?
It's fine.
It's set up like a NASCAR, dude.
Oh, yeah.
Except this one's set up to turn right.
That spring is beefier all around.
Uh-huh.
We
Oh,
need
this
to
ought to
adjust
be-
it a little bit.
That ought to
It'll
be.
do great.
Budget build.
Just me, or is it kind of lean? It might have been that way before. It might be a little leaned over now.
I believe it's ready to fire up. Tire might go flat, but I mean, it's worth giving a shot.
Sweet.
Yeah.
We have a shockingly fast time to beat of 1 minute and 11 seconds around the Grand Prix with this thing. If it survives, if it's faster, I don't know, we might have to put it up against the Odyssey around Kartona. Let's fire it up, dude. Am I ready to have a seat?
Yes, sir.
All right. Look at that.
Make yourself comfy.
That is nice and cushy, man. That
Yeah.
suspension is doing its job.
Yeah. Ready?
Follow you, buddy. All right. Nice camera. Here we go.
Oh yeah, dude, this thing moves. It is a flipping hazard, though, I gotta say. This thing does pretty darn good.
You're in trouble.
That thing's actually kind of fast.
Wow.
And it sounds surprisingly good. Brakes for it.
Whoa there.
I was about to say, you feel very top heavy when you have this much power.
Yeah.
All right, does it look as awesome as it feels?
It does. It could be a good run for the Odyssey.
Really? All right, let's line it up, dude.
Alright. Are you ready? Yeah. On mark. Get set.
Flip it. Yeah. Wow, this thing is so high off the ground.
That thing moves out really good. That one might be 58 seconds.
We could use a little more top end. No. No. What's going on?
He said that he put the smallest sprocket on the front gear, which means that the top end is not going to be very good, but it has an amazing takeoff.
Wow, here it comes. We're good. Nope, we lost it again. Come on.
Oh!
That kill switch doesn't work.
Oh, good. Try the other one.
Where's the other one? It doesn't work either. Well, I had some running problems.
It sounded like it.
What was the time?
You really want to see the time?
Uh-huh. Really? Slower?
Yeah. It looks amazing though.
Running issues.
Running issues. It also doesn't have that much top end.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, we heard you. We heard it.
You topped out.
Yeah, big
Yeah.
time. Well, I wonder why it's not running right. You think I'm running the fuel out of the carburetor bowl? Because I came out of it for a...
Oh, did you pull the spark plug off?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay.
There's some very unhappy ants in this chassis over here.
I bet. Yeah, we could be running the fuel out of the bowl. The coil could be not meant for that RPM. Looks like we have enough fuel.
It sounds fine. until halfway through the track. It's able to go all the way up to valve float.
And then it just kind of falls on its face.
Yeah.
What we could do is we could top up the fuel tank and run it again. So the more fuel we put in the tank, the more pressure we have going to the carburetor.
I like it. Increased fuel pressure with just more gas.
All right, I'll go get the fuel tank.
Dude, the vent cap is like kind of
leaking.
garbage on this thing.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I was thinking. It was feeling good, and then it fell on its face. I'm like, Temu engine. Yeah, it was paid for.
I don't think it was meant to do what we're doing to it.
Of course not.
All right, dude, you want to give her another go?
Yeah, let's give it one more go.
On your mark, get set.
Speed and power. See, it feels good here. Oh, it's so bumpy.
It sounded better.
Going in the trees.
Downhill, bump, bump. Sounds solid.
Right.
He's coming through the field, heading towards the woods.
It's so large. Oh. Big bump.
Why is it smoking so much?
Oh no! Oh, you blew it up! I think the rings are sealed up.
What? Dude, there's either fuel or oil blowing all over the place too. Wow, dude.
It was probably the downhill section where it's just like, it's using gravity to like get pushed past valve float. It sounded a little unhappy.
Yeah, the chain is gone, dude.
Okay.
Oh, it is.
We got
Yeah.
bigger problems though.
We're not done with it. We got to put it up against the Odyssey.
Yeah. It's gonna last like 3 corners. It was feeling pretty good.
Dude.
They feel the best right before they blow up, right?
Yeah, they do. You were, honestly, you were under a minute.
It's the fastest 2-seater time we've ever had. So the estimated time was under a minute.
Yes.
So that means we've made at least an 11 or 12 second improvement.
Yes. And
So what exactly was he when we saw him round this corner and then slowly return?
dude, it was like 56 seconds, like right here.
Oh, dude.
Oh
It
my
would have been like
gosh.
a 59.
Yeah.
All it cost us $230 for this one lap. Let's find the chain, slap it back on, and brake and do a lap against the Odyssey.
All right.
Oh, dude, what is that? It's a header? How long has this been there?
What? Okay. We lost the master link. I don't know. Everything was clear.
All right.
We had plenty of room. The only thing I can think of is maybe you hit something
And it deleted
and it deleted the master link.
All right.
Because I had plenty of room between everything. So we'll just get another link and see what happens.
All right, well, there's only time left for one more race. Time in the video and time for that engine. Let's awaken the beast.
All right, well, here we go. I'm gonna cook it. Here we go. jumping, isn't he?
I got, buddy. Are you ready? My brake? You're gonna give me the brake. Okay, you sure? Bye. Now, we're playing defense. Ah, don't flip! Don't flip! No! Man, that thing is such a beast! That thing is ugly! Oh, God! Oh man, my camera fell off my face. Oh, he has reverse. He's about to show off.
It doesn't want to turn left. There's something wrong with the steering.
Man,
You both hit the jump.
What?
I did
awesome, dude.
I did the best I could, man. I held you for
Dude, you were like on me forever.
2 corners. Yeah.
A lot longer than I thought.
The big thing, if this was lower, the center of gravity was lower, I would have so much more confidence in the corners.
Dude, you put her on 2 wheels, and that's when I made my move.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Dude, it is so sketchy. And I mean, the Odyssey just rips. And to be fair, it's not a stock Odyssey.
Right, right.
It is so fast.
I think something happened to the steering.
No.
Uh-oh.
It doesn't want to make the left turn.
We should have done 2 laps. You would have got a DNF.
Like I said, you had no chance against the Odyssey.
Yeah, but this is like 1/5 of the price of that thing, dude. I'm happy with where this landed. I mean,
It impressed me. It really impressed me.
we have a total package for like well under $1,000 that goes maybe 70-80% of a modified Honda Odyssey. Parts are way cheaper, and it's cheaper to buy.
This was $3,500.
Yep.
Not running. How much money do you think went into it?
Yeah. There's all of $5 grand in that thing probably.
So $5 grand versus
Like $800 if you paid for all the parts.
that's pretty good.
It's hard to beat that, and this just makes me want to do another episode with this thing, making it lower seating position, center seat, lower in the roll cage, just like going full race to see if it really can dethrone the Odyssey. Let us know in the comments if that's what you want to see. Thank you all for watching. Visit GoPowersports.com for your 40 series needs. We'll catch you next time.
Hey, I'll race you to the shop.
Oh, that's not cool. I have to get out.
Hop right back on. I think we ruined the tires.
It'll be all right.
The one we were having trouble with isn't even flat.
No.